Hello, adventurers. Andy from Twisted Narrative here, and welcome once again to your daily dose of Shadowdark chat. Last night, we were blessed with a tweet from the Arcane Library. Here is what it said. It's Monster Monday. Download the brand new Ooze Cube monsters for free over on the Shadowdark RPG Kickstarter page. This was a reminder to me that you might not follow them on Twitter, so I thought I would give them a shout out here. I've put down in the comment section below a link to the Arcane Library's Twitter, so if you want to give them a follow to keep updated on everything that they do. Here is the awesome artwork that features on the tweet by Lucas Court. I'm loving all of the content that is being put out for Shadowdark by the Arcane Library, including all of the artwork. It's very evocative and reminiscent of my early days delving in dungeons and coming across ooze cubes. The tweet got me all fired up though, for a number of reasons. One, oozes or gelatinous cubes, the classic, iconic even. I remember them from my early dungeon delves, and heck, The Blob is by far one of my favourite B movies. If you haven't seen The Blob, it's got Steve McQueen in. It's of its time, but it's still, I think, awesome since I first saw it. Number two, they can easily be placed into many locations where other creatures might not fit. And I don't just mean just because they can squeeze into tight spaces. For instance, they can ooze out of acid pits or pipes, they can drip from ceilings, they can be dormant in locations that haven't seen life for millennia, where you might be hard put to fit another type of creature. I've even had them as frozen blocks of ice, only to slowly thaw out while adventurers make camp nearby. They have fantastic utility. And three, I'm actually working on a scenario at the moment which suits them perfectly. The acrid vats of Sombax Sek, who's a renegade alchemist doing unspeakable things in the name of science. So, I mean, let us first and foremost take a look at the gelatinous cube stats from the Game Master's Quick Start rules. It reads a translucent cube of slime that silently mows through cramped tunnels, slurping up debris. It has an armor class 11, hit points of 24, an attack 1, which is a touch attack, +4 to its roll, but it can do quite nasty 1d8 plus toxin. Its move is near. Its strength is +3, dexterity +1, constitution +2, intelligence -4, wisdom +1, and charisma -4. Alignment neutral, and it's a level 5 creature. It has the engulf trait, which absorbs paralyzed creatures in close range into its body, automatic hitting with touch attack on its turn. So needs to be paralyzed first before it can engulf it, but once they are, in it goes. They are rubbery, so they take half damage from stabbing weapons, and they have a toxin as well. So when they get hit, a DC 15 con save, or be paralyzed for 1d4 rounds. Hence, it can then absorb you. But this isn't the monster that was shown last night in the tweet. And what is better than one type of gelatinous cube. Well, of course, 3 more. They announced 3 more different types of ooze cubes. Even saying it, ooze cubes, makes me smile. It says gelatinous cubes can mutate to become magnetic, necrotic, or even regenerative. So the first one that is listed is the Heal Cube. Heal Cube, what madness is this? A massive cube of clear slime with a faint pink colour. Plump mice and centipedes drift around inside. The stats are more or less the same as the classic cube just mentioned, apart from the fact that the attack is different. Touch again +4 again, but it engulfs this time and heals. So you don't need to be paralyzed to engulf people. It just literally sucks up. The engulf requires a DC 12 strength, or you're trapped inside the cube. So you can try and not be engulfed, and a DC 12 strength on turn to escape. But this is no normal cube. It has a heal trait. Creatures in the cube heal 1 hit point per round, but treat as if underwater. So if you cannot hold your breath, you can take up to 1d6 damage per turn. Of course, if you can hold your breath, then you will be healing up. So it's a little bit of a challenge whether you wish to be carried along with this cube and try and heal up. It was also mentioned on the Kickstarter page, in the comments in the Kickstarter, that maybe adventurers or alchemists could hunt down this cube to gather some of it, to take some of its properties, to create a backer tank from kind of Star Wars, some kind of healing device, which is a very interesting concept. It also has the rubbery trait, half damage from stabbing weapons as well. Then the second one mentioned is the magnetic cube. And again, I love this one. A grey cube of wobbly, translucent ooze. Dented helms and chipped swords float around inside it. Again, stats more or less the same, so I won't repeat them. But it has engulfed DC 12 strength or trapped inside the cube. Touch attack auto hits engulfed creatures each round. DC 12 on turn to escape, similar to before. What is not similar to before is its magnetic trait. DC 12 strength each round to hold on to large metal objects in near range, or they are engulfed. Creatures in armor also engulfed. So you kind of try and stop yourself being drawn towards this creature with its magnetic attraction. It is also rubbery, half damage from stabbing weapons as well. And then we move on to the final cube on the tweet, the necrotic cube. A green tinted cube of clear jelly with bleached skeletons adrift inside. So all of these skellybobs are kind of in there, but not absorbed, just the flesh. Stats more or less the same again, so I won't repeat. The engulf, same again, DC 12 strength or trapped inside. Touch attacks, auto hits, engulf targets each round. Touch attacks, auto hits, engulf targets each round. DC 12 strength on turn to escape. It has the necrotic trait though. A creature who dies whilst engulfed becomes a skeleton. It is rubbery, half damage from stabbing weapons, but the skeletons have a purpose. Necrotic cubes have 1d6 skeletons inside them. Each round, one escapes to attack the cube's enemies on a roll of 1 to 3 on a d6. So not only do you have the cube to contend with, but it could be splurting out the skeletal enemies. So, I mean, in conclusion, I think some awesome additions to the cube family. I'm inspired to use both these and work on some others for the acrid vats of Sombac Sex. If you are new to Shadowdark, it is still on Kickstarter and still doing incredibly well. You can download the quick start rules for their Kickstarter page for free. Yeah, literally for free. Go take a look for yourselves. If you like it, pledge to the Kickstarter. I don't think you'll be disappointed. As usual, all the links are in the comment sections below. Don't forget to watch out for another daily Shadowdark chat tomorrow. Please give us a like and subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any of our Shadowdark content. Until then, adventurers, keep those torches well lit.